Small cloth miss. What is it, miss? Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. So. Okay, so 2. Okay, 220. 220 and 80 for. Okay, never mind. So that's okay. Okay. Alright, I am confirmed. I know the day's proceedings. Miss Marin should be awake by now. Why does the streets feel oddly empty right now? That's a good bomb. And there's Mr. Angus. Good morning, Mr. Kavam.
Good morning.
Have you seen Marin around?
Marin? No, I have not. So you checked the shop?
Yeah, I was just at the shop and she's not there. Probably she hasn't woken up yet.
My apologies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Basil.
Good morning.
Miss Marin?
Yes, Vera.
Are you alright?
I'm okay. I just had a really bad dream, that's all.
Oh.
It's okay. Nothing to be worried about. It
Alright.
How are you doing, Mama?
I slept quite well. I'm sorry to say that you didn't have a good sleep.
It's okay. I don't know.
Go ahead and just take some time to rest. I'll work on the orders for today.
I'll just be a moment.
That was a thing. I wonder if Mr. Markle could help. Oh, if I see him, I'll ask. Could ask Tang. He might know something. He's very compassionate for a... I guess I have to just can't put it lightly. Just he's a warforged. The machine brought to life somehow. Yes, I love it when beetles fly at Mach speeds just to run into a window. Thud.
That's fine. That's what I've also been doing. Keeping the peace.
Oh, good. Well, keep doing what you're doing. If you got any problems, ask the guard. Morning, about having my run. Just wanted to see how things were doing in here.
Good morning, you two.
Morning, Eve.
Morning, Eve.
Hey, we all have our days. Morning, Farrell.
I need to go grab my other bucket really quick.
Seems we have all of our helmets here today.
It seems like everything's okay.
How have you been, Mr. Angus?
Good morning.
Thank you, Master.
I was wondering, is
I'm been alright, as far as I can tell. I witnessed a little bit of an arrest earlier of someone who I had dealings with, so I'm hoping my dealings are not going to be cancelled anytime soon, but who knows.
Arrest? I don't recall anyone being arrested by us.
Fire from last night.
It wasn't by you, it was by,
Technically, the reason it's there.
I think it was by Sarkozy.
Okay.
I witnessed a member of the vineyard being arrested, coming straight from the clinic.
Aye, from the vineyard.
Sure they all
Aye,
are fun.
not much we can do about that.
Thank you very much.
That is very much their territory.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I got you too small of a cup
And
of
if
water.
that house can do anything to help you, let me know.
Right back.
I was going to get a normal breakfast and water, but I'm about to do my run
Time
first.
to make
and
the
then
first morning
come-
rounds?
We'll bring the cup It doesn't have
back.
to be cooked right now. Thank you. I was going to come back for the
Take it
after I do
slow.
my run, and I can pay.
Didn't even notice.
No.
I hadn't looked up.
If you,
Scary
eat
business.
now, you can wait for me to finish, and then I'll run with you.
I'm in no rush today. I'll wait.
Hey? I'll be quick then.
Absolutely
How are they supposed to know what type of
One favorite.
fire it was?
Good morning, Eve.
Never knew.
No, I didn't know either until they threw the water. It'll be about 5 minutes, but I'll at least pay for this.
Mr. Gabum.
So,
I
I'll pay for the
was
water now,
wondering
and
if
then I'll
there's
pay for
any
the breakfast when I
way
get back.
Get in advance by a few days. I'm trying to prepare my shoes.
There we go.
Free otherwise.
Five minutes.
By 2:30.
When I leave, 5 minutes. Once I leave.
I'll
forgot
look
to
the other
pay,
day.
so
Still,
there's the coin.
Thank you.
I don't know where Mr. Markle lives. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. I might close my window because of them damn beetles. Gonna make too much of a racket with their beetling. Hmm. Oh, she's still in her shop. Ugh, fuck. Every time I turn and look towards the clinic, I get fluxy. I go fluxy. I think I could go take care of making a few soaps.
A thing. I'll figure it out later. That seems fun. It's totally like a toy sort of thing. So I'm going to
Like the spin a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah.
Spend like a few minutes in here while I close this frickin' window. I could go quickly grab water and a snack because I forgot to do that. That should be about the amount of time it takes for me to... Yeah, hopefully no one comes in here, but if they do, I'm gonna just quickly go invisible. Kirby. Simple Walmart shopping bag.
All right. I'm gonna start gathering the people that I know.
Here we go.
come find Crassus organically.
See if the bowyer ain't in the morning. Just put about.
Is Latvia here? Does anyone know?
That's a good call.
Let me check.
Say about 6. Go.
It doesn't look like it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, no.
We don't have Markle either.
One back.
Let's get those segments.
See if there's any potential buyers. The rest of it goes to the bathhouse.
One segment. The,
Per agreement.
the major speaking for the Imperials.
Alright, you crate. Try this again. Alright. See if we got that key.
Find out where they are. I can grab Kyler. We'll also need Nolza, so make sure you grab my Draja Kimchi.
You got it.
Did I hear that wrong?
Okay, Faye is being pushed in this direction.
Am I missing something? No.
First night, my first night was when I introduced myself to you. So, 3 days. Alright. Didn't know we were getting brand new transfers. Fuck me. Alright.
You are too small and too weak to talk to me like that. Know your place, maggots.
He literally told me he doesn't have time for it, go away.
Yeah, go swing your way somewhere else.
Shikar! Shikar, stop! Shikar!
Wait, you may never punch high enough to reach. Especially if you keep testing the patience of those who could easily have the rights to execute you.
He's never been in charge in this way.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
You notice that Scrungle is currently covered in lots of different colors of dye. It is still wet.
Are you gonna keep passing on this free wisdom? Because I'm out of coin.
Don't rub on me.
It's not wisdom, it's common sense, you daft prick. Learn the difference, and maybe I'll give you real wisdom.
Oh, you want to talk about common sense when you're the one that went after the guards at the height of the Capitano's reign, and you decided to fight guards and got whipped yourself? You know, you try to walk around here acting like you're the smartest bastard, but you're just as daft as the rest of us.
Come here.
Care to try that theory? I could show you how truly smart I am.
Yep, wonderful.
Arn's house.
You're more senile.
I've never been sharper in my life.
No? Or yeah?
Your bomb will be.
You should go into retirement, Aegon.
You didn't? Oh, well.
Didn't work for me.
No, I think you might have made it worse.
What's your deal with the Imperials, huh? Why are you so defensive?
I have no deal. I think they're just as much assholes as the rest of you, especially if you're stooping to their level, like idiots. Have shame. You see me barking at them simply because I dislike them. You're talking about me being in a kennel when you yourselves are the ones barking to the bars of another. Because you can't fight them through it. You're children. Try the same thing on the field against them and see what happens. When there's no weapons, no nothing, just teeth and nail, you will fall. Because there's more of them than you, and you need to realize that. They have more power than you. There's no point.
It's not all about power.
Aye, they do have more power than us, but I'm not gonna let those Theosian cunts walk through the town unmolested. I'm not gonna cower in fear because they've got night killers. I'm gonna let them know that they're not welcome here. This is our town, this is our country.
Unmolested, young man.
You're being foolish. I'm giving you advice. Take it. Be silent. Lest you whittle your mouth any further. So they can find a reason. They're waiting for one.
Wisdom.
Silence. You call me dog one more time, I will tear out your throat. And feed it to actual birds.
Oh, is that so? You're gonna tear out his throat, huh?
I think we've had enough here.
Your tongue, too. It won't take
gentlemen,
much.
you're both done. Both of you. And you, if you're caught causing any trouble with any of the Imperials, you'll go straight to a cell. I've heard that you're used to them. Maybe we'll keep you in them. You're done here, Wolf. Thank you.
I am done here. The words are
Keep an eye
wasted.
on this one.
I am.
And keep the peace.
Look, I was young and stupid once too. Don't pick fights you can't win. And know what that means.
I don't intend to.
You were just picking one.
Well, the way to start the day, yeah.
I didn't pick that fight, but I'll end it.
Keep your blade sheathed and your tongue held.
Of course it was me.
Chico, you good?
Full of fire and anger.
Speaking of random men, have y'all seen
Leona?
the fucking
Are you alright?
group of like merc guys? The ferrymen?
Pharaoh,
Pretty sure they were the Ed Hut.
I just feel like he's steering himself towards ruin again.
That makes sense. There's a bunch of them.
I can't do a thing about it.
No, like F. Wyman is still
Shakar or Aegon?
I can't spell. High grade mercenaries.
Ferry as in like
Both of them, to be honest, but Aegon I can't do anything about. But I would think Shakar would have at least listened to me.
Like, get a bunch of people from Ireland.
But I guess
to
not.
Gradia after the.
Oh, those colorful knights! I saw them.
Yeah, like the kind of right take
Yeah.
group.
Ah, okay.
They're both fighters. They've both killed. It's really hard to say.
I thought he would learn his lesson by now. He's been
Nora, she's on the main street.
he's gotten himself into trouble 2 times now. Eventually his luck's going to run out, Pharaoh. Then what will I do then?
nothing really you can do at this point. Just be ready to catch him when he actually falls.
His luck's going to run out.
Oh, good morning.
I could talk to Marin if that works.
Your fiance was in last night. Everything all right?
Shakar got into an argument with Aegon just in front of the tavern.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good when Leona just stands in
I trust it
between
didn't
the
come
two.
to blows,
No, it didn't.
That's definitely not good
Didn't
either.
see any fighting, and the guards broke it up.
Well, he's a hearty man. Nothing to be too upset about. Never heard anybody say that Aegon
All I
should
saw
have
was two people
gone
getting
after
seated.
them or anything, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no, see.
How are things at the bathhouse?
Alright, we are about to make our way to the
Oh,
keep.
fairly good.
Everybody
Can't
knows the
complain.
small council room
It's been
is
mostly peaceful. We have had many that have
gathering
been
up
looking
the
out for
powers
us.
that be. Dresker, please
I'll
prepare the opposition.
Be sure to try and get myself around
out.
sometimes and work my side of the things.
Understood.
I'll be one more.
One thing that
Well,
I
don't
want to
hesitate to come
take
by and
care of
relax
really
too,
quickly,
huh?
everybody, is
Yeah, I'll
as
definitely do
they're
that.
heading up, if you could populate along the battlements
You're always
and by
welcome.
the gates to the
You have a
keep
good day.
as Radad guards, garbed
You
in
too.
green, that would be ideal. I would love that. And then I want you all to have your noble models on standby, and then you can teleport to Drazker. I'm going to get into the small council chambers right now. I believe that is on the second floor of the keep, correct?
You can TP.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yes.
I can TP to you, Ash?
Yes,
Is that
sir.
what you said? Okay, thank you very much.
Ooh. I love witnessing a wolf have a fucking argument.
And then if the rest of you can populate as Radad guards outside and then royal guards inside.
Delotl?
That would be perfect.
And
And then we will, they'll be led to the small council chambers. I need one volunteer to play as royal guard that knows where the small council chambers are. Do I have one volunteer?
Brown hair.
Let me drag Storm down. Storm Sharp.
Hello there.
Do you know where the small council chambers are?
Yes, I do. I'm at the main entrance of the keep. I can lead whoever there is needs to be.
Okay, thank you very much, Storm Sharp. That would be great. Appreciate it.
Understood.
Okay, everybody else can teleport on Kimchi, R of Ash, or Drazker for the small council chambers when you're ready. Biggest Bear and Lennon, if the two of you could populate as Nautice Radad guards outside, and then just have these models on standby, switch back into them once they enter the palace. That'd be great. An efficient use of our resources.
Ugh.
Populate as the whole entire royal guard.
Weird. I don't know.
Okay, for the rest of you, I'm gonna go over the the episode planning very quickly.
Okay.
Who is Patrizio Hartho?
That would be me.
Okay. Gantel?
I guess that's me.
Okay. And then that means Nomad, you are Patrizio Vant.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said what's 50%?
Sash is
I'm going
50%
to not
green.
tell you guys what to say. I'm not going to be feeding lines into your ears. I'm just going to try to, direct the conversation. If I, call for more anger, like things like that, just like raise your voices or, amp it up, like dial it up.
Look
to
at this.
10.
Look at this handsome, slick nomad. Damn, look at him. So
This
fucking
dude.
handsome. I don't know about that Storm Sharp.
If you ever wanted to yell at Brunswick, now is the time.
Yeah, go patrol. Go
Royal
patrol.
Guards in the keep.
Yes, Royal Guards in the keep.
Coming.
I'm gonna go check on where Brunswick is right now.
They're walking up through the keep. They just went through the gate. They'll be at the.
Okay, excellent.
I don't want to be.
Do we have any Radad guards out here?
Yes,
I think Shinfo is doing their guard training nearby the keep. So.
Okay, Bear Lennon, thank you very much.
He canceled the training because there's too much going on right now.
Understood.
Oh, let me change up my music. Akamoth Imperial City, at least the night version for now. I'll change it to day later.
Okay, Storm, lead them. Nomad, you're not gonna follow them. As soon as they're out of sight, Nomad, I want you to teleport on Ash, okay? Get that ready right now. Everybody can start teleporting on Drazker, Kimchi, Ash, Fourwind. Get into your seats, get into your positions, switch avatars. Sit anywhere, biggest.
I can't sit like a lady. I don't know how to sit like a lady. Just in case I start tapping my knee. Bless me.
Rizos, if you could put your name and your status, that would also help me greatly. Just so I make sure if we ever address you.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Razuvius. When they are brought to the small council chambers, what I want you to do is announce them. You'll say, Lady Radad, I introduce, Lord Arnulf Earhart. As they, like, one by one, kind of, like, stop them, like, stem them from coming in. And then they'll all sit down one by one.
Copy.
$9.20. Get this over with being loud, and then I don't have to be loud later on. Oh, I am orking. I am being an orc for at least 2 modules, I think.
Players are over there. Because it's usually on that side is Imperials on the far end, and then Red Heart's over there.
Lords and ladies, may I escort you in? Thank you. My barons and nobility, the Lord Earhart, the lady Nozos, the other Lord Earhart, and our Major Dario of the Imperium. Forgive me, I do not know your name, miss. And
Drasker,
Yes.
am I meant to be in any sort of meeting?
Oh, you're here. Awesome. Let me tell Bruns.
Okay.
It seems we are missing one more.
Major.
Yes. Lady Heidemann, God's mother, whispered that the Lady Heidemann is back from whatever she was doing if you want to collect her.
You shall wait in front of in front of the clinic, and someone will pick you up and bring you there.
Got it.
Thank you.
Make small talk amongst each other.
Once the Lady Heidemann arrives, we can begin this meeting. Till then, patience.
No, we have to wait for these outsiders. Yes. Meeting, and now the outsiders keep us waiting, of course.
You look well.
As well as I can do.
Just like they always do.
My Baron, did you receive that delicacy we sent your way?
I did. I greatly appreciate it. It's
Lord,
always good to be able to sample the goods of the local merchants, and I appreciate you giving me the
What's it
opportunity.
been in these past few days?
I thought
The amount of power they feel like they want to ignore around. It's
Keeping up with my studies, learning what I can.
difficult
amazing. I don't feel like the Baron themselves. I don't know about this.
Baker is going places, I swear.
Into the ear to hear.
Quite the cake.
And you, my Baron?
Keep a constant squint.
On a different note, how is your family doing? Well,
Staying
I
up to date
trust.
with everything that I can.
They're doing well. My youngest has just celebrated her 6th birthday.
But I remain
That is wonderful news.
Sounds
I'll have
Trying to
send
figure
your
out
family my
a
best.
voice that I could use. Something very
appreciate the
regal
thank you.
sounding. Something like this.
Shoot, my friend.
Right?
Goodness.
Try to be loud, but not too loud.
Lord Chamberlain. Suppose it won't be too much longer now.
I certainly hope not, my Baron. We would hate to waste your time.
Not at all. These meetings are necessary. There is no waste.
Every moment counts these days.
Is there anything else that you should be needing?
Should be all. This meeting shall begin shortly.
But the act of being loud while keeping up a certain voice is also quite difficult. Also, my tracking is not being the best at this moment.
I'm sure.
Lady Hardiman's absence.
For what was the reason Lady Heidemann said to the Baroness Redant that to wait for your absence?
The last of our
Cheers,
attendants.
With the Theosian.
Well, finally.
Thank you, Major.
Again.
That's the only excuse that I can give.
The lady.
The Lady Heidemann, my baroness and nobility.
I'm glad you were able to join us.
Thank you.
It seems everyone has found their places of
May close the door.
meeting.
So it seems, Mother. If there are any further commentations, I can begin this meeting. At your behest, Mother.
Yes, let us begin the meeting.
Right then. Before we get into any matters outside of the province, let us look in. The first topic on hand, Lord Marshal, is directed towards you in regards to the iron mine. Some details reporting exactly how you went about this. What was the cost of this venture of yours? Abrupt, unnecessary. Good relay
Of course,
information.
my baron. The iron mines themselves at the time were believed to be secured by the robber baron's men. A contingent of Redod's soldiers, including myself, my retinue, and the Major and some of his best, went to go and secure their surrender. Documentation proving Adasco Beaumain's surrender was brought along with us to provide proof to prevent unnecessary bloodshed. When we arrived, we found that there was no man left standing. The robber baron's men were killed to the last. Without us knowing, and without the robber baron knowing, as his forces had been disconnected from the conflict, the entirety of the iron mine had been slaughtered because of the orc threat. The orcs were cunning. They set up an ambush, lighting fires within to try and draw inexperienced men within. The Major and I realized what it was for what it was. And we were able to not only destroy this ambush, but kill one of their war trolls. 2 Redod soldiers. Major, how many Imperial men?
6 dead Imperial.
Halberdiers who went up against a war troll themselves without fear. And one of my knights were lost in the taking of this iron mine. It is currently secured by a joint garrison of Imperials and Redods, and is secure.
Who's allocating the resources to defend this mine?
These resources, now that it has been secured, where are they being allocated?
Before mining of the iron can begin, the location has to be secured. The stone mine, which is currently under the administration of Markle Morgul, one of the supposed coin cousins, is going out of his way to direct as much stone as he can to the iron mines. So not palisade, but a...
Lord. Why has Markle Morgul been placed in charge of this without consultation of the dynasty?
I'm not aware as to the agreements between the merchant Lord Zenik and Mr. Morgul about the stone mines. But because he is currently the one who is dealing with most of the stone, he's the one I dealt with to help secure the walls of the iron mine, my lord.
The one you dealt with. Not
The one you
rulers
dealt
of this
with.
barony.
Yes, security is paramount.
Koaz, this was never agreed to or considered.
Palisades are not enough, my Baron Kovaz.
You are furious.
I'm pretty sure that part's for when he says he wants to keep it in his care. But if you want me to go now, if you want me to go now, then yeah.
Suggest that it's taken over by the Redods, that you'll move men to secure it.
In that case, Lord, once this is in place and the security is assured, it will be handed back to the dynasty, and we will all proceed from there.
I would request, my good barons and baroness, that the iron mines remain in the hands of the Erdhards who secured it.
What?
That's preposterous.
Would request. Now, hold on. This was never agreed to, nor consulted upon. Marshal, what could lead you to demand something of this from the dynasty?
Before our involvement, my good baron, the iron mines have been in the hands of the enemy. Those with personal retinues, those with soldiers, the nobles within Nodus, sat upon their hands and did nothing to aid the Redods. With the assistance of the Imperials and my own retinue and good Redod volunteers that were not commanded, the mines were able to be secured. That means iron is secured for your dynasty,
Redod
iron
soldiers
that
will
is not
be
available
led
to
by
most
Captain
of this
Stone to
nation.
retake the iron mine
My good
for the
baron.
Redod dynasty.
It is of strategic importance, and I ask to be the one to take care of it, so I may build it up and protect it from
Then
further
you're going to
harm,
argue with
my
him
lord.
after he objects.
And so you want us, after our country is currently being starved of coin, our dynasty being starved of coin, you want to take the profits then for yourself? Is that what you're implying to get?
The entirety of the
You
profits,
imply much,
my
brother.
good.
I believe that the Lord Erdhard has shown great initiative by doing as he has said. What was the state of our iron mine before that he made the decision by sacrificing not only his own men, and I believe a knight is of his own.
He lost one of his number, and the Imperials lost 6. Should we give it to them too?
He made Markle Morgul the administrator without consulting the
Not to
Baroness?
mention, he is allocating administration without consulting us?
He's taking over the dynasty. Nobles, support Kovaz.
I am the Marshal, Baron. It is my job to secure the province.
Your job is
Secure, not
security,
administrate.
Not Yep. Nobles, back Kovaz
Administration
up.
security goes hand
Jump in on it.
Baron Kovaz.
Baron Kovaz, if I may please.
Proceed.
It is of my humble opinion that no outsider, regardless of their contribution, should hold Gradian soil. He has lost men, yes, we all have. But that gives him no right to soil!
None.
You overstep your bounds.
And
He
if
is
I
a
may,
marshal
my
of the
baron,
Redods.
you place such importance on this man, this knight. What is a knight but just some armored thug with a title? Just like a lord trying to take a province. Honestly, one man, we've lost more than that. Get some real numbers.
If I may, Baron, Major Dario.
So-called outsider, the Marshal Lord Erdhard
Now the
took the
Theosian
initiative
speaks.
to secure.
Interrupt him.
And now the Theosian speaks.
As if there's any room to talk.
What riches are you going to pry from our soil?
May I continue?
Continue speaking.
My apologies.
2 outsiders secured the iron mines, not just Lord Erdhard, but it was also my initiative with him. It was our conjoined idea to secure it so that this province may recuperate from the schism that the Imperium and the Marshal have just fixed. As the Lord Erdhard has stated, none of the levies of any of the nobility here took action to do so. It was the work of the outsiders that you call that took initiative to save this province.
They take too
That's
much
all.
initiative.
Thank you, Major Dario.
Too much initiative, if you ask me.
It seems they plot against us.
Well, no one did ask you. He was
Lady Moses,
welcomed
speak.
here on my
Somebody call her the
behest
man-eater.
and my ask.
Why should we listen to a man-eater like you?
For the damn war, where was yours?
The man.
We were waiting for the right protocols. Through the protocols of the barons themselves. We're not here to power
Protocols
grab.
were the Baron's asking, and none of you stepped forward. So if insiders can't help, I guess the outsiders do it for us. And it seems they did it better than any of you could have. Why should they not be rewarded for their efforts?
She should stick to the arena.
What's her angle?
What is your angle, Lady Nozos?
What are you
What
profiting
angle?
from this?
What are you profiting from all of this, hmm? What do you have to gain
Seems
from all of
she
this?
schemes as well.
I have the safety of the arena.
Do you seek
If you
the
don't-
Lord Earhart's
Did you-
hand in marriage so you can steal his riches
Perhaps
too?
you seek the Lord Earhart's hand in marriage so you could steal his riches too!
No, I seek the
We've
safety
had
of our
the
province.
rumors, Lord.
If you allow me to speak. Unless we become uncivilized in here.
Amem, take command. You will now command respect, Amem. Tell everybody to shut the fuck up.
If we are to conduct ourselves properly in this hall, you will allow all lords and ladies to speak.
Or you will have them thrown out, Amem.
If you cannot apply with these rules, you cannot basically learn to at least respect as much as the few words that come out their mouth, and you can be thrown out.
You sully the name
You
of
find
this
yourself
court with
never
our
in this
dynasty.
chamber. You sully my name, my father's name, and my mother's name. By such disrespect.
Apologies, my baron. I meant no disrespect.
Now. You've been quiet, Lord Marshal. Something stirs within.
This province suffers, my lord. That is clear. I have not hidden from you who I am, where I come from. The man at that table is my enemy and always will be. But this province is my priority. And I swore to you that I would leave it a better place than when I found it. That is the price for the amount of freedom that you have given me. If myself and the Major can put aside our differences to fight a common threat, to not only help restore peace and order, then I find it very hard to understand why the reigning nobles have done nothing before our arrival, and have continued to leak this province dry of its silver until its coffers were nigh empty. Or they wear silks, fine clothes, host their parties. Where was their contribution, my lord?
Well spoken indeed. Now,
Sit down, my son. Sit. I have listened to all of you talk and had your opinions, and add onward to someone who was very compliant with letting us know what's been going on. I have heard what you have done, and this is a great service to this dynasty. And so, your request is being approved.
Lord Earhart, say these words
From this
Lord
day
Erhard,
until your last,
from this day
the Iron
until
Mine
your
will
last,
be governed
the
by your
Iron
house,
Mine will be governed by your house,
to be inherited by your sons and their sons.
to
I
be
would not
inherited
presume
by your sons.
such a thing, Baroness. As soon as we depart, it will be returned to the dynasty, as I promised your son.
Very well then.
Shall be held in trust to House Radad.
It should be held in trust.
Thank you, Baroness.
Now, to the next matter.
Now to the next matter at hand.
Diplomatic affairs to Karbazra. How did they go?
The diplomatic affairs to Albastra. I can talk. Bit of a hard thing to do within this council room, though. How did they fare?
When it is said that House Earhart negotiated all of these things on the behalf of the dynasty, this is going to cause a huge outcry. This is disrespectful
The
and a downright
diplomatic
power
talks
play.
with Kabazra was a more or less resounding success.
Radad's looking weak.
As far as I'm aware, and you'll forgive me, my father headed this one up primarily, but we managed to establish trade with them, as well as a few other bits and bobs. An agreement of
A
non-aggression.
pact and a defensive alliance, my lords.
A what?
Excuse?
Could you explain what the fact entailed?
If I may stand alongside my son and answer your questions respectfully, Baroness.
Of course.
Ash, you're not going to like
In our time
this.
in Karbazra, when this agreement was made, it was with the understanding that the Salam dynasty is in a similar position to the Radads. However, their coffers have not suffered. Their trade has been thorough, but their southern borders are assaulted consistently by free company mercenaries. They do not have much of an army, but they are an economic powerhouse in the east, and we need trade with a dynasty as such. While we were present, we solved a few issues for that dynasty, which I can go into detail later, if the lords and lady decide. But to answer your question directly, Baroness, the trade agreement is that the Salam dynasty will consider the Radad dynasty as its primary export due to its ports. The reason why this is important is the Kalari dynasty controls the Nerion Bridge. The amount of taxes that the Kalari dynasty puts on any ground trade makes any efforts by the Salam dynasty to be nigh worthless. The only profits they'll make is through your dynasty, your ports. They must deal with you. And we want them to deal with us and not the Vipects. The trade agreement states that we'll be their first and foremost primary export,
He's making a lot
and that
of
they will
decisions.
look in the near future to establish port trade via your capital. The non-aggression pact is a swearing from this dynasty to yours that they will never bear arms against the Radad dynasty. They'll never be the ones to break truce, and they will never be the ones to stab us in the back. To further this, because of the examples given upon our visit, Baroness, the good Baron agreed to a defensive alliance, where what forces he does have he would commit to the allied defense of our capital, if we agreed to do the same. It is a mutual interest. Before I agreed to this, my lords, I made sure that there were no external threats to the dynasty that may pull us into some sort of unforeseen conflict. The only other dynasty in the area is the Vapex.
You are making a lot of judgment calls. May I ask you why you believe these agreements were something that you should make without talking to myself or my sons?
The Baron wanted an answer the same day we spoke, Baroness. I told him that I would bring it to the council before anything was finalized. It still requires your signatures. It is not yet set in stone.
If we back out now, what would that say about us? Of course we have to accept.
I told him that I had not spoken to my leadership yet, my lord. It would be on my head alone.
Fury on Kovaz's side.
Regardless, Lord Erdhart, this was disrespectful and coy. Do you truly believe that you have risen so far that you can disrespect the dynasty you serve?
There was no disrespect meant, my Baron. Merely trying to secure the outboard interests of the Redod dynasty so the Vapex may not starve us.
My Baron,
this was an obvious power play for you to maintain control of the trade that's going between them, far beyond the realm of a marshal. Even if, with the non-aggression pact and defensive alliance may have been, the trade agreement is certainly not something that you should have jurisdiction over.
Nobles, get mad. On his
My
side,
Baron,
the Patricios.
if
Do
I
you
may
disagree?
My Barons,
In
the
a moment.
judgment call made still requires your agreement and your consent. The groundwork was laid down. There was no one else willing to do this. There were no other envoys.
You had something to say.
forgive me if it seems to me that the Marshal extends his own influence. It makes the Redod dynasty look bad by comparison. It makes us look weak. This is a power play, nothing more. It seeks to undermine us. Undermine you, my Baron. My Baroness.
Pick up this
Hot,
aggression, Dresger. This is way too monotone.
If I may.
No, you may not. My Baron, I must say, we obviously deal. Shut your mouth! We are dealing with some kind of failed warmonger who lost his home and now seeks to claim the peace of ours. Seriously, how can we even let this occur? The
My Baron,
problem's
this
staring in
lord
front
has
of us.
interrupted me twice now when I chose to speak. Earlier
A
and
defensive
now.
alliance and a trade alliance.
First, good
Shut
sir.
your whore mouth, fish!
This is ridiculous. Why are we entertaining this? The nation he hails from has already failed. Why should we allow him to fail here?
This defensive and a trade alliance will allow spies to enter our realm.
the path. None of you have done anything. You've sat upon your silk and done
stepped
nothing.
out bounds! You have no right to make these decisions on your own!
Step forward at all! Why did you not?
We've sent coin and men after everything. You've done nothing but grab the opportunities of this dynasty.
I don't remember seeing
You pushed your way as an outsider.
Perhaps you should crawl back into that arena of yours!
It was my coin that supported this damn war while you sat on your asses and drank wine!
I understand that there is so much at stake, how it feels this way.
Rolling. Ash, that is a critical one.
My
for
Baroness,
Arnold.
if
This
I
was
may,
outside
as I
of his
kindly
bounds.
asked when we began.
You side with Kovaz on this one.
With all the
He
good
does too
that
much.
you had done with this iron mine, this was too much. I do not agree with what the names were being called of you. Because that is not how we should treat guests in this council room. But this was out of line. This was out of line! Before you go anywhere out of this dynasty, out of anywhere to get any kind of connection, to assist with us, you come to us first, regardless, to let us know everything that you are doing. That is how it is supposed to be done.
If you deny this now, it makes your house look weak. You have hijacked
And if you deny
the
this
diplomatic
now,
process.
you have hijacked the diplomatic process. The next
Sit
time...
down.
No. Sit down, the both of you.
Yes, Baroness.
We'll bring up the land by the
No. We have another to bring up. The land secured by Miss Venora. Please. I have a few questions for you.
DM, I
And
need a
this is
roll
so-
because this is the first time she's actually pulling out because she knows she has to be respectful of the Baroness. See if Dario sees her face clearly or not.
Rolling.
That is a
Critical 3, Faye.
Yes, my
The face
Baroness.
is very familiar to you, Dario. You just can't place it.
My questions to you are as follow. What is your intent with this land? Where would you like it to be located? And what do you think you will provide for our dynasty? I have received your letter, but to hear it from you, word of mouth, would be
my Baroness.
proper in this situation.
As it should be, I am still learning the ways of Gradia, and as a new coming citizen, I am grateful that you allow me this audience, especially in front of the nobility, so that I may learn proper etiquette in these matters. First and foremost, the last 2 years that I've been in Gradia, in your wonderful province, was the beauty of the Sabine Forest, and the way that Joldar has kept it all these years untouched by hands, so that hunters and other people that come to the province can see the beauty that he saw in your lands and his ancestors before him. Upon these lands in the Sabine Forest, I have found plentiful herbs to make tinctures that save lives, that improve the lives of the nobility, of even the common folk here in Naxos. What I would love to bring before the dynasty and to my Baroness is a steady supply of potions and tinctures that will see fit to keep all y'all's lives better. Because a healthy dynasty is a
Sakura,
strong
the two
dynasty.
of you are going to speak in support of this.
But also to this effect,
That you know that these
my
these
Lady Baroness,
apothecaries help the common folk and the
is that as you know,
nobility
I am a wood elf. And so is my caretakers that
When
see
you're
to my
discussing
safety throughout the Sabine, as it's been laid siege by orcs periodically, which the Imperials and the Earnhardts have been dealing with constantly to keep them out of the city. But I will be honest with you, my lady. Wood elves know the forest best, know how best practices to keep it in its entirety and in its splendor, to keep it untouched but also know how to utilize all the resources that it can behold to the dynasty. Thus I ask for the lands to the northwest of the Forest Stream River. There I found plenty of herbs, and it's a natural lay of the land has kept in it safe for the most part from the orc incursion. I even had my workers that helped me control over these plentiful spots of herbs to patrol along the river, and they too have kept the orcs at bay. Now, I will be honest with you, Baroness. Over the years that I've been in the forest and out, periodically they have taken what the forest may provide. Free stone, trees that have fallen and have aged, and have set them aside in stockpiles within the Sabine. But I dare not touch them or move them because at the end of the day they do not belong to us, they belong to the dynasty. I see fit if you award these lands northwest in the Sabine to me. That gives me quick access to offload these goods to not only the iron mine but also your stone quarry that needs the equipment repaired and fortified so that those resources can be allocated to Nautis in the defense of itself. And also I've built up quite a rapport with the Carters Guild in renting these carts for said goods back and forth from the Sabine, and I've held up my end of the bargain with the Carters Guild in keeping the wagons in working order. This is what I asked of the dynasty. If you say see fit to award him to me, my lady.
Alright, nobles, speak up.
If I may, I have one question. There was an incident at your apothecary shop a few days ago. Would this incident be mitigated if this was agreed upon by the Baroness?
Well, truth be told, the alchemy shop, apothecary, is not owned by me. I just work out of there. The apothecary is actually owned by another person. I believe in the Corcatus is a proprietary for Oshan, who actually runs the store. He just have allowed me to work alongside him. I have not been in there when this explosion happened. And I've even told the Imperial, even the Major himself, that he may investigate and be able to look thoroughly in the apothecary to make sure that everything is in order, that it doesn't pose a threat to his ships. As I know that one of the ships met its end under an explosion, which brought a lot of the hearts in people.
From the noble side. She wants a large swath of forest to herself, does she?
If I may?
By all means.
Go for it, Lennon.
I have heard that you are a good alchemist, yes, and that you have helped a good number of people in the nobility. But who are you to take so much land, and would you even be able to see to it properly? An alchemist is one thing, but seeing to the land and that resources and making sure that the dynasty gets what it needs is another. Taxes, for instance. It's not certain if Miss Venora, with all due respect, would be able to handle the burden.
We could, Nomad, when you stand up, you're gonna say, we could give
All
you
due respect, my lady.
But why do you want it? Why do you want to own it?
Truth be told, I am quite educated, have been for many years. I know how to read and write. I know how to speak and write in Elvish and in English as well, in common. I have wood elves that work for me currently. 10 in total. They see fit to the security of me and everything that I hold dear that I have brought forth before the dynasty.
Nomad, you can interrupt her.
If there's any taxes you require to me, I have been quite good at doing business with not only here, but even afar.
Oh, just press her about why she
I am
needs to
quite
administer
rarely
this land,
seen
why
by
she
the
wanted
Merchants
granted
Guild,
it. We could just
so I
give
have
her
done
a written
business
gather her materials.
throughout Gradia through them, as it should be.
Miss Fenora, what do you plan to do with this land in specifics, of course? I know you speak through vagaries and generics. Please enlighten me.
Well, for one, the force must remain pristine if we are to gather the rare herbs that are created for these tinctures. People who go through forests like we have currently, which is used for cutting y'all's forest down and stuff. My elves know how to go throughout the forest without
Kimchi,
decimating
Professor,
it.
why does she need this land? She
You
can
know
gather-
how to
So-
keep the forest in perpetuity. That seems quite beneficial.
If I may. I'm curious specifically as to why you're requesting to own this land. We could certainly give you a writ of permission to gather from it. What does ownership gain you? I have no objection to my mother's granting you of land. I'm just curious as to why such a large amount would need to be owned by you in order for this specific venture.
Likewise.
Now, if you find so cautious about me owning such land, let it be written that maybe for a time I show you what I can do with it. Earn your trust.
Some sort of
Again,
trial
it is not a...
period.
Please. It is not a lack of trust. I'm just wondering what the difference between ownership and a writ of permission to gather in the area would entail. What is the benefit for you?
Benefit for
Specifically
me
ownership.
Well, having land in the forest would allow me to finally live there permanently. I am a wood elf. I am used to living within the forest, not in the city walls. It's part of my culture.
And these other wood elves, would they live with you there?
And I assume these other wood elves would then live with you as well? Which is why you're requesting such a large amount.
You're right, my man. And if you see fit to want to meet them, I'm more than welcome to bring them before you then.
Mem,
And let you speak
will
with
ask,
them.
does this entail a settlement?
Living out there,
There
does this
seem-
entail a settlement of a kind, an estate? What exactly would you have to harbor, you and your retinue?
A good question.
To be honest with you, Baron and Mem, there's not many of my kind left in the world. Your Baroness offers me an opportunity to finally give them a place to call home, and a dynasty that would actually nurture them and allow them to give back to ones who harbor them, who keep them safe, who show them that there are people within Gradia that do care more than just coin.
So you seek a sanctuary for wood elves. a
I think
safe
I've shown the
asylum.
Baroness.
You seek more of a sanctuary, is what I am taking from this.
That's exactly what I
Enclave
seek.
of wood elves. You'll have to discuss this among yourselves, but you will do a
And
trial.
in turn, I would like to ask something of both of you Barons and the Baroness, because I am not informed enough in politics. Palamon, I know you spoke, Miss Baroness, that you're not in good terms with him. Here lately, I have been on good terms with the Lord Sarkozy of the Vineyard. I want to ask you, if I may, continue that relationship with them, just to at least
This is gonna better
try
suspicion from
to
everybody
find
in
some
this room.
common ground with at least a noble of that dynasty that would hear a good relationship At least for now, until the orc threat is dealt with.
Everybody amp up the suspicion.
But I mean,
Suspect. Understood.
I think the main thing that people are concerned about is what major export you could give to the barony itself. Giving you this land, what could you give back to the barony in return? Taxes are one thing. You've mentioned your wood elf tribe there. They're proficient with alchemy and gathering and such in a way that wouldn't affect the forest, is what you've been saying.
She's discussing
You'd be willing to offer potions, balms to the barony and the nobles?
Aye.
That would...
If I may, Lord Earhart, this is not just a gathering post of sorts, this is a sanctuary of wood elves, a small force, if you will. They could potentially be a threat in a small form, probably to a neighboring city like Balerno or Cassetto.
A threat?
To any of the hunters that may go out there, of course. If you're giving them this land, the hunters that go from Cassetto, Balerno, and even Nautis here will have difficulty finding game.
As you look across the table at Lord Mem,
perhaps. Lady, I can speak on that. We've been dealing with the hunters for over 2 years now. They have ran into no problems hunting alongside my wood elves. Actually, on the contrary, they've helped them quite a bit with their hunting. And even now, we would
change interest in towns, right?
No.
It's in the
Right,
name.
that is correct.
You've been working alongside these hunters for 2 years. Do you expect that to change with the ownership of a large plot of land in which hunting could have been taking place?
No. I would still not deny them access to it. No, I would not.
Oh.
That,
I'd like to hear the lady's take on this.
Yes, Miss Heidemann has been very
Regardless
quiet.
of such, hunters would still need designated hunting writs upon your land, and upon the dynasty's land. It is the very reason they are allowed to hunt on the land that they gather.
Baroness, you're gonna wrap
So
this up. You're gonna
you
grant her proposal
provided
for
a
now.
contract of ownership of the land, you would need to issue this
And
also.
thank you very much, Lady Heidemann, for adding in and assisting with everyone's options here. But for now, I am going to approve. We will talk more on this.
It's approvable.
Look forward to our talk.
Boss.
If I may, I have a question I would like to pose to the good Lady Heidemann and Major Dario. Specifically about the situation in Balerno. I don't think that I am alone when I believe that something like this needs to come to a swift end. And I'm sure that we would all love to see Balerno re-enter the fold sooner rather than later.
Agreed. The acts of the good Lady Heidemann and her diplomatic outings towards Balerno, she's been able to achieve some form of understanding with the denizens there. We are simply waiting for a meeting with the Baron so we can further discuss, and hopefully the cooperation of Balerno, of how to pull them back in to the barony as a whole.
Nomad.
Of course, that meeting can happen whenever you so well please, barons and baroness.
To sway affairs in our direction. After all, the worse things are, the
The
longer
current
they stay.
terms, as it stands,
The
is they've
longer the
requested
Imperials
some
stay.
Imperial
What's to say the
presence
Major
to
is
help
outright
safeguard
sabotaging things.
to be sent into the city, but they still will not open the gates. I'm still in the process of selecting the most trusted diplomatic staff by Sergeant Sanders.
My Baron, if I
have something.
Major Dario, it is clear that the longer this process goes on with you, the more, how should I say, suspicious the circumstances. There are many rumors, you see, of the Imperials plotting against this province. How long should we let you run free as a dog? Yes.
My good lord, suspicion has no place at the table with the Imperium after it was us that won the war for the barony. Let it make it privy that it was me and the Marshal who decided the fate of this very barony due to the arrogant acts of the upper class. And that
What's to say the Major?
summoning their levies.
Let's say the Major isn't outright sabotaging things. Yes, you've finished the war for us.
I lost a ship of 1,200 men! Sabotaging! It was the acts of this barony and the upper class that allowed treason in a schism through the entirety of this barony. If that never occurred, then these men would never have died. And you accuse me and my leadership of treachery.
The Imperials' anger.
Are you fools?
Longer plotting with another warmonger. I think it's clear, Baron,
A
what's
warmonger
going
who
on
has
here.
saved your province, time and time again, due to the
Claims of salvation.
of the upper
Soon
class.
he'll be mounting his men marching
You
through the
saved the
streets and
province.
occupying it. It's all
Do you wish us to give you the province then, since you saved it?
Keeping at bay of the orcs and the
Another
Verpex who
outsider
could
who
very
lays claim
well
to Gradian
tread through
soil.
all of your lands and take everything you own.
Men have occupied our trenches between us and the enemy.
Lady Eiderman, please. You have something to add.
I do. Now the good Baroness has called for silence, I will have my say. Forgive the good Mage's outburst. He is a military man, not a diplomatic officer by any means. But credit where credit is due, he gets results. And yes, indeed, was the main barrier between you and you no longer being nobility, just another body in a ditch. This is just simple fact. It was because of my efforts, and the efforts of Venora, and through the Imperium, that this province is even still here. Now that you have an understanding of your history, that happened but weeks ago, please understand that the Imperium has no intentions of doing anything in the sort of sabotage, and to even suggest as such is ridiculous. What would be the point in bringing the good Baroness to see Adasko to end the war, despite going against my own superior orders? I wasn't supposed to
go
leave.
for it.
I left because it was the right thing to do. Why would a woman, so young as I am, but 21 years old, wish to uproot
Somebody interrupt
this
her
world
with
we live in
what
now?
Brun said.
I see
I buy
you
for
left out the foreigner in this dealing of saying the Empire was the one who won it all, If we learn from
This
history,
foreigner?
isn't there
Arnold
a dark mark
Earhart.
upon you two? How scandalous
This foreigner that you constantly insult destroyed the Capitano's racketeering and murderous intent. This foreigner held a keep between you and losing your titles. This foreigner worked
Lady
to ensure
Heidemann, we
that this
have
province would
protocol.
survive.
Too much change in the idealings of foreigners. Baroness, please.
Let her finish. There's been too
Foreigner
many
or not.
interruptions in this council room.
I apologize, my baronet.
Foreigner or not, these facts remain. I don't care how you feel. Facts don't care about your feelings. But I do care that these facts
Theosian sophistry,
are
Lenin
put
shouted
through your
back.
mind. The Imperials
Theosian
have lost
sophistry!
The very words you speak are nothing but slander. Let me make it apparent to this entire room that if the Imperium leaves today, this province falls. You and your garrison have what? 200 men, not even. The Imperium's rank in the 1300. If we leave, you lose everything. To the Verpex and the Orcs.
We'd glad
Is
to
that
have
the
you
fate you
darken our
wish?
doorstep no longer, Major. How much of
And if
our
the
money are you
Theosians
taking
remain,
with
what
the
will you take
taxes
then?
alone?
Then you are truly foolish and arrogant as every noble is. You will lose everything you own in the
Oh,
blink of an eye.
foolish, says the Major.
Hold, Dario. You make it sound as though you intend to hold us hostage.
Oh, those
I
cannons
do
aimed
not
right
intend
at
to do
us.
as such, but there is a debt that this barony owes the Imperium. Let that be ever prevalent, Baron Kovaz.
One day it is a
If
death,
I may.
the next he is claiming soil just like them. My Baron, he got lucky. All of them did. This is why we have protocol.
My
This is why we
lords,
have rules
ladies,
of law.
please, please, hear me for what I have to say. I've presented you with the facts. I've presented you with your history as you know it. The reason the province still stands. Perhaps I haven't presented you with enough. Will this brooch do? That was given to me by your baroness. Oh, I'm just some foreigner, then why do I have this? I did my part here. Did you do yours? The silence
Yes, Brunswick.
speaks for itself.
Very well said. No, I was stunned.
Well said.
You guys are doing
Forgive me,
fucking great.
my Baroness.
This is tense as fuck.
Point being, back to the original topic of Balerno. They do want diplomatic staff there. Imperial. They are not ready to open up their walls
You
for
guys
the
are
rest of
gonna
the Redoubt
hammer
force.
this.
They cannot
Kimchi, I
trust
want
it
you to
after
take the
being
lead,
wrongful
and I want you to
times.
whip up all of these Patrizios behind you.
They
I want
spoke
you to
of
turn
ill
this
intent.
whole room into a fucking explosive
Nonetheless from the
shouting
brothers,
match.
unfortunately.
The barony owes
But perhaps
you.
if their own baroness were willing to speak to them, perhaps they would be able to see
Put Kyler in the hot seat.
that
She's been quiet.
cutting themselves off from the province in the long
How are we gonna pull him into this?
He was part of the forces during the war with the robber baron. Nobles could be upset.
You
with
say all these things.
lack of efforts.
It was not only the Imperium. For example, the younger Lord Erdhart was also at the
Shame
front
him
of the
and
lines
build it up.
many of these times.
Build it up. Build
Have you
attention.
anything to add to this?
Make him come stand in front of you.
If you could, please.
Good point, my Baron.
What
It's
I want you guys
true,
to
I
do
was
is
Please
at the front
take
and I
a
led.
proper
call him
stand.
to the front.
As you wish.
Thank you.
You think make a stand, Lord.
A gentleman is recognized, yes.
Shame him. Shame his accomplishments. Shame his selfishness. Shame him as an outsider.
This is true.
Keep
I
Dario
did
up here.
myself lead.
Major
and
Dario,
fight.
please.
You are not dismissed.
Apologies, younger lord.
Continue.
This is true. While I did lead and fight myself in many of the offensives, this simple matter of the fact is, while we were holding out as best as we could, without the Imperial support, many of us might not be here today. And that's the crux of it. Without...
A bold statement to say.
Without my father, of course.
Without your father.
As Lady Heidemann has stated, facts is what we're interested in here. We're trying to solve issues. The fact of the matter is, as much as my father and I and our men have bled,
Interrupt him.
without the Imperial support...
You keep mentioning your
Without your
father.
Does your father share the same thankfulness to the Imperium? Just a moment ago, he pointed and said that they were his enemy.
I also very
Kyler.
clearly, my lord said that if I can put my differences aside with a man I consider my enemy to help save this barony, as is considered my duty now, then I am surprised that the nobles sitting at the other side of the table have done nothing.
Don't
at
wait
all.
for you've bled coin. You've
Done
said
Why
nothing.
none of you, Marshal? Why did none
This
of you
had-
take up this
these
sword or
continued
mantle?
lies
Can you
from
explain
these
that to me?
foreigners.
Blood coin! I've
In
bled
fact,
men!
I'm
I've given my
interested
sons to
to
this
see
cause!
your
You have no
methods.
grounds to make such accusations!
We put corn and men into this war. This war that lasted too long.
Coin is going because
This has been too long. We've lost
This is
too many men and coin
preposterous.
because of your failures.
Coin that you all have than this.
And here comes the man-eater now. Here she comes.
He begs the kisses fish! He has no right to speak
She obviously.
Kill the fools with them. Taking the whole force with it. All of our trade.
Country, you insolent cur.
You pulled your ranks back because the diplomat got captured. This war went on long enough. We lost too many men. You're a coward.
Coward, where are your levies? Your men sticking up in your fucking abodes is where they were.
My men are dead because you ran back to your fucking ships because you couldn't keep one girl safe!
Your men are dead because of your poor fucking leadership!
You couldn't even protect your own ships! You're a coward and a failure!
Scream about losing men!
You let yourselves get blown up!
Nothing compared to the Imperium! Nothing!
We lost plenty! We lost standings in coin!
Your coin! You can get it back!
You had no coin to
Say that to the men we lost because of...
My baron is still in this business for some time.
And you! The best you can do is take care of a large host who lands in the arena!
Enough! Screaming match after screaming match for both sides! We are all adults here. No, if you want to scream like whining children, then you have no right to be here and give your thoughts and opinions on this matter in this council room! Do you understand?
Yes, Lady Baroness.
Yes.
Yes, my mistress. Baroness.
Nothing is being solved but bringing in circles of conversation. We understand the impact that things have happened and occurred within our fair dynasty. Heartbreak, ruin, our city crumbling around us. But I will not stand for those who are considered allies at this moment, at these tables, to continue doing this. This is not how we have a productive conversation.
Call an end to the meeting, Baroness. You'll speak with the Imperials tomorrow. And to find out Balerno's demands and how to get them back in line.
Tomorrow?
Dismiss everyone. You are furious with how everybody has behaved themselves.
This meeting is adjourned. I will speak to the Imperials tomorrow, and we will get all of this handled. Do I make myself clear to everyone in this council room?
Of course.
Yes, Baroness.
Shildar would never have stood for any of this. Any of this.
Be gone from my sight.
Be gone from my sight, all of you. All of you.
Of conversations you want to have in the hallways,
Meeting
factions,
adjourned.
talks, threats, whatever it is, do so. Have a little fun with it before everyone exits, or while they do.
That includes
Good
you, my
shit.
sons.
Good shit.
I
This
will
is
not
what
have
happens when we let the
arguments
riffraff into our
happen like
council
this.
meetings.
God damn it, I can't get out of this room.
Yes, when we let the wildlife come into the courtroom.
Did you not
Put some
hear
gold
what the
in.
Baroness said?
Just leave. Don't have to see them.
Oh, maybe you need to go find some in your pocket or ask your bitch wife or
Crawl
something.
back into your slave pits where you belong.
At least I can buy slaves.
Also spread your legs if you're getting any benefits from these outsiders.
Thinks like a
Maybe you should
slave,
spread
talks
yours
like
in the
a slave.
bathhouse more.
It's nothing new, Nauza.
They dare say we've done nothing to this count.
Yes,
Dynasty.
Baron Kovaz.
We bled coin in there for them. The entire
I'm
war.
thankful for everything the Imperium has
Baron,
done
there's something
in
I would like
providing
to speak to
aid,
you about
but do remember whose soil you stand
Even my
on.
men.
I'm very aware of the
Most
very
of my
ground.
treasury, and they have the audacity.
I want to make it very apparent to you that it is not I.
They should make it right.
Dead. They will send someone far worse.
Nothing but opportunists.
Yes, Lord James.
Jumping at every opportunity to jump forward the nobility.
Regardless of their contributions, no outsider should have any stake, any claim.
And yet,
simply ensuring
making trade agreements and agreements with another part of the dynasty, with the Salam, without discussing with the balance.
He does it on his own behalf. He is trying to build his influence and undermine the Rodons.
Agreed.
Is this guy our allegiance is a lie?
Dog going here to berate us with him finishing the war. After he pulled back his own men. Let the more men die. Let the more men disappear into the unbelievable void of a war. We lost too much because of him.
First they take our ports, and then they lay claim to this war that we put so much into.
I did not sacrifice my bloodline for outsiders to take control of my nation.
Nor did my standings. We've been in this for too long to let these outsiders supplies. Nozos hasn't convinced them to even assassinate the Baron, just to take over power.
She has her own goals, that bitch.
She only cares for her pretty slaves. You see the one she flaunts around town?
Have my hand or that of my houses in any sort of wrongdoing or destruction.
My lord.
The province had seized to our safety.
I understand.
Good to see you again. How
But Rizio. Likewise, I am doing so well. Thank you for asking. I think I'm well.
of course. Don't know if you got to see the animals speak. Quite the upstarts.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure that court was quite exciting, but I'm afraid that my lord Amem, he bids me to speak with these animals, as you call them. Pardon me.
Yes, careful with the mutt. Quite bloodthirsty.
Yes, yes,
Good
indeed.
luck.
Lady, Sora.
Good luck, sir.
Of course.
I'll leave this meeting to you, Lady Item. I will speak with you and the other excursion.
Hey, Draz, is there anything else you need from me? Because I need to decompress from all that yelling.
Go ahead, you're free to go.
Oh, thank you.
Great shit, guys. Y'all nailed it.
Yep, very well done, everybody.
It was a fun module. Thank you.
Deep breaths. This was a mistake. 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 Should not have put myself in shouting section.
I don't often get to yell like that. Oh!
I shouldn't have yelled like that. I shouldn't have volunteered. I'm not good at yelling. Every time Trasker told me, hey, be loud. Everyone's being loud at the exact same time, so my anxiety just went like, oh, too many people.
Strong opinion. Everyone. Yeah.
I know.
I wanted to just be neutral in that whole thing because of my personality, but when I have to like take a side and like be shouting and loud, it's like, this is no complete opposite of what I can do.
But like we weren't doing it like in the best way possible.
I am, like I told Cregan, I am not comfortable with arguments. I don't like arguments because it always devolves into a shouting match, just like it did. So I always shut down and I always try to stay quiet in the middle of an argument because I don't want my opinions, but I had to push myself to throw my opinions out there because I'm a nobleman that's part of this.
Yeah. Every time somebody like peeked up, it was like they're already saying something. I'm like, I'm not smart at thinking about things. That's why I do quiet roles, and I talk to DMs a lot.
The council just ended. So
No, Matt, I need a hug.
this thing starting soon.
I need a hug from Marcus. I need a Marcus hug.
Marcus?
I need a Marcus hug.
Oh yeah, you're participating in that too, right?
Bring back Marcus for like 2 seconds, please.
Yeah, but like, I know they ended, but
This is today's reminder to let go.
It's supposed to happen right after, like, they get, like as they're leaving,
Right there.
they get the quest.
I'm not good at shouty.
Hey, you did great. You did great.
Like I was telling them, I'm not used to yelling or arguing, so jumping into a position like this where I'm forced to argue and yell at people, it's just like it's something that I need experience with.
Going on.
Yeah, that's why I stayed quiet for basically all of it. I couldn't think of what to say, what to shout about. I just shut down, and then as soon as it went full shouting match, I just stood there.
Yeah. I had stuff to say, but it's lines that I need people to hear. So when people are talking over, I'm like,
yeah. I heard you all the time. Well, of course you're close, but
I was trying to go with the angle of like, oh yeah, this dude from history. Look at what happened. Look at these two. Isn't that weird? I was like, okay.
I'm sure.
I figure that Nozos, the man-eater, the Erdhuts, the outsiders, and the Major and Lalia, the Imperials who want to gain control. That was my mindset for everything against them. So whenever Nozos came up and it's like, oh, here's the man-eater again. Stay back with your arena and your oath of a champion. Or when any of the Erdhuts came in, it's just like, this outsider has been jumping at every opportunity to gain control, to gain power over the dynasty. You might as well just assassinate the barons and take over the dynasty itself. And then Dario claiming that he won the war for us is like, yes, you may have won the war after you pulled back all your positions for a girl.
That was smart. I wasn't
captured
thinking that,
because she decided to venture outside.
Yeah.
You allowed the war to go on for too long and allowed too many men to die because of it. You allowed the Erdhuts to garrison your own embassy for days on end as they got hammered, all because the girl that got captured. And yet you came back. Shining armor, pushed the barons back, saved the Erdhuts from the embassy. But at what costs? Bleating the coffers of both the barons and us nobles, and losing men along the way. Men that could have been sure to use for other things. Our defenses. Now we have weakened people. We have so many men to work with. With another threat. The orcs now that the war is over, as you so claim to have finished for us.
Hello? Are we straight? No, we're not straight. Why are we not straight? There we go. Now we're straight. Alright.
I want to play this character again.
I don't.
I actually want to. I want to keep playing him. I want to like walk through and then like run into the major and just have a discussion with him in the middle of the street if he wants it.
where am I? Marin's house. No, let's just go bathhouse. That'll make it easier.
I'm gonna go so far as to actually add this guy, a noble, to my character sheet.
Have fun.
It'd be like my 9th character.
I am at 4, or 4? 3. 3.5. No, I can't go more than, no, I have 3. No, I don't have a 4th one. I can't go any more than that because I lose track of voices, of different voices to use. Alright.
Let me see here.
Well, when you're oiled up, doesn't make much difference. I don't know how they do it. Must have been a couple layers. Anyway.
How about you grab a bucket of hay and throw it on him before trying to touch him?
Hopefully took a set of risk getting attacked by orcs just because you're fucking racist.
Hopefully they fucking do.
Amazing.
Less people to kill later on.
Hello.
Ooh, you were talking about crunchy bread. Here, I found some.
Oh.
Crunchy bread.
I'm so jealous.
Don't think this is a season anymore. Well, let me think. Do we wanna throw One Piece or Naruto into the mix of like how many episodes were in a season? Fairy Tale? Are they even split up into seasons?
No, not really.
Let's see. It seems like this is a hot spot for hatred. Mind if I join you?
Oh, on what side?
Yeah, on what side?
Scram, scram.
I need to turn down World Trigger. Oh, World Trigger. I need to freaking watch World Trigger again. Thank you for reminding me. Hello.
Hey, Farrell. This is brother Angelo.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Brother Angelo.
Thank you.
You from the temple, I'm guessing?
Yes, the one just past the cross keys.
No, this way, yes.
She works with me at the seamstress shop.
Oh. Very good.
Hope I'm not interrupting something.
Not at all. Not at all. Have a wonderful day.
You as well. My nose is like in constant pain of like irritation. I enjoyed it, but I wish I could pick up the pace. Yeah, there's a lot of anime that are like that, where it's just like it's either it's too quick or it's too slow. You can't have both, which is the issue. I wish there were like in some animes there were moments where it would be like it would be too quick, but then at the same time it would be slow in other cases. I'm freaking using a spear, not like is like full length of the spear. I have a lot of space I could play with now, actually, since I cleaned my room. So it's like it's like I gotta also treat it like it's a bladed weapon, so it has like a bit of a slashing I could do, but I'm getting bothered by how the rotation works, and it's affecting me. Ignore that, just swing. footwork is everything, honestly. Camera wasn't zoomed out. I noticed and I forgot to adjust it. Oh, don't cross my arms. Don't cross my arms like that. Ugh. That's bad. I almost crossed my arms again. Trying to keep my footwork and cable out of the way. It's all about, it's kind of like, treat it like a quarterstaff. You can do follow-up attacks. You just... It's a light weapon, so it's all about being fast. Damn it. One push-up for every time I cross my arms. Very few good examples. Yeah, I felt like season 3 of Log Horizon, when it came out, it felt very rushed because they should have made it longer, just like season 1 and 2. Season 1 and 2 were both like 24, 25 episodes long, and then season 3 came out and it was like 12, 13 episodes long, and it was like, that's not even enough. I keep going to cross my arms. Like, the only time I should be here is when I'm blocking. And I can hold... Like, basically, I'm at the wood handles, and then this bit of, I guess, reinforced iron, or reinforced with iron, can block a sword strike from the side. So if I were doing, like, trying to go for his... So, facing, like, a right-handed opponent, it'd be like, I go for his sword arm, then I'll try to go for his shield. If he doesn't... Or try to go low. And if he blocks that, and then if he returns, yeah. So we'll just practice that. And just like take a step back, yeah. It's. I mean, I can get the movement down when I have like only my legs tracking. Yeah, I'm missing a tracker, Sag. Soon, hopefully soon, I will get a replacement. If I'm like this, I guess my best opportunity is to go over like this to protect on the right side. Except you won't see very many people, unless I'm facing like someone who's left-handed. And I should step with my right foot instead of my left. Alright, what about an overhead? I'll do the same with, if I go with my left foot. And go up instead of... kind of like jumped forward on that. I'm not keeping my... I need to keep my right foot back. Because it's like I'm going forward with my right, even though I'm using my left. Yeah, so... It's a bit of a workout, but it's fun. Always keep the spear point. If I'm gonna... One problem is if I become a monk of Isara... Oops. I'm trying to toggle it. I would have to get rid of that spear point. Index is heavy, miss. I've been considering refreshing my entire VR setup. I have fundamental issues with almost every piece of it currently. Index is heavy. Yes, that is true. Index is heavy. Missing a clip. Oof. Missing a clip, like for the cable. I have that issue. Mine broke off. Dead pixel. Lens unclear. Lenses, I clean them regularly. Left controller offsets itself often. I have issues with tracking on both the controllers because I've banged them so much. Hip jitters like crazy despite facing a base station. I don't have that issue because my tracking doesn't use base stations. It uses it's their own personal tracking data on the trackers themselves. But I understand your issues. Kind of have similar issues.
It wasn't going to take terribly long, just sometimes I needed to be here in person.
No.
Alright, they're doing something. I know what they're doing. Out of character. I don't know what they're doing in character. The way stuff just pops into existence when you get close enough to it. The rendering... the render distance is very low now. See, what's the next thing that I can render? There we go.
Stays here.
Ow, now my legs hurt.
Seen a couple of
How in the
folk
fuck?
eyeing your shop
You mean LODs? Line.
in a not so subtle way.
Render distance seems pretty high.
Just be careful.
No, yeah, level of detail. Level of
When I come
level of
around,
detail
there's some
based
murmurs,
on
but-
distance is a bit low.
Oh, hey there. Right. Whenever I get by, they usually walk on. So that's a usual.
Is Nolzus available?
How in the fuck? How in the fuck what? Oh, my stuff that tracks? I'm using Slime VR, which is... It's IMU-based tracking, which is in...
It's fine, I see what.
Internal measurement something, I think. They don't require base stations. They just connect via Wi-Fi, and they tell this server, basically where my trackers are, and does the same. Oh, how's your experience with it, Slime? I hear conflicting things about it. Yeah, the most conflicting thing I hear about Slime VR is that it takes a long time for an order to ship. Like, you can order them, and it might take several months before you actually get them. People have said, like, the tracking quality is not that great, but it's really dependent. It's actually... That's a lie. The tracking quality is great. I mean, it does drift, but everything is bound to drift. It just takes some time to get used to. Shoo. Good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon to you.
If you've signed up for Freebird, drop down to Drazker module.
Free
Drazker module.
bird. Where's Drazker module? Somebody play the song, please. Anyway, so, like, the only issue I have is right now I only have my legs being tracked. I don't have a hip tracker or chest tracker at the moment because it had a critical error. It basically had it's the Xbox equivalent of the red ring of death. It's a critical error that it cannot recover from. So they've sent me a replacement free of charge because of warranty. And now I just wait for that to arrive. But even then, I can still, like, do leg tracking without that because I can explain it when I'll go to the spawn box. Like, you can still do tracking with, without a hip tracker in technicality sakes. So, I'll go over here, away from people. So when I calibrate, Slime VR is telling Steam VR that there is still a hip tracker right there. No matter what. And then I have, of course, there are my legs. There are my legs. So, I don't need a hip tracker, but it means I can't, like, bend over. So if I bend over, then I just look straight down or through my torso. It's kind of iffy. So in my experience, my personal experience with Slime VR, I give it a 8 out of 10. It is definitely, like, it's worth the amount of money that you pay for it. It's good level of quality.
We are commanders. We are commanders, so who knows?
It's good level of quality, and it's good. It's decent tracking. Like, the only drawback is the weight and maybe some small things with the design of the trackers. That's about it. It's a good 8 out of 10 in my opinion.
It's a signature look, man. You got it, man.
Oh, my voice hurts.
That little C in the circle, man. You got it.
Fucking shh. I never want to go in. I'm never going to volunteer for shouting matches ever again.
Too bad.
Oh, please.
Shut up, Darth. Then you should have been there.
You know, it was entertaining as third person.
I would have been there.
Was that your camera floating about, or was that Drazker's? I don't know.
Drazker.
Okay. I saw someone's camera just flying about, taking pictures, I guess, or different angles. Oh, Colette died. Anya.
Good. They're dead. We can eat their essence now.
Anya. Income tax. Yes, I already sent Dad all the stuff for that. I haven't done anything for soccer. I'll look at my email and try to figure out something for that. Okay, that's it. Alright.
Back and get a drink. If Kraz gets here, tell him Crassus is AFK for a little.
Crassus? You're not Crassus.
I know.
Oh.
It's Crassus.
Wait. Oh, there is a Crassus. Okay. I didn't see him. Yeah, all in all, good trackers, good trackers. If they deserve a good 8 out of 10. My face hurts. I'm going to, yeah.
When Straz comes up here, I'll ask him if
he wants us to spawn the carts yet.
That's 7. 96.
Oh. Hiya! Oh. Snorlax, hold the fuck still, you fat piece of shit. Here we go.
How dare you?
He's fat. I can call him that. It's a Snorlax.
Okay, everybody? You want me to spawn the carts?
I'm giving you all an update, so everybody listen up.
Got it.
There was a scheduling error with the DMs. We're not going to be able to run this for 30 minutes. I need you all to remain here on standby for the time being. I want you all populating the town. Try to make some interesting scenarios in the meantime. Try to engage player characters while you're in the town. And then as soon as we're ready to go, I need 3 individuals to roleplay as Kyler's QRF. A couple of mounted Radad soldiers. I need 3 volunteers that had already signed up for the Defenders.
I'm not a defender.
Okay, it's gonna be Nival, who's in Maple's module right now, and Essence, who's also in Maple's module. Okay. Erebus, I want you and Bargo, Darth. I want the 2 of you to go speak to Kyler and Ladia.
Interesting.
And inform them that as soon as the QRF is ready, which will take about 30 minutes, and try to communicate without, saying OOC. I'll try to communicate that it'll be 30 real minutes, okay?
Can I ask a quick question?
Roger.
Yes.
We are doing Freebird, right?
Yes, this is Freebird. This is going to be done in 30 minutes. I need you guys to stay in here for now, populate the town, engage the player characters, okay?
I want...
For the orcs and everything, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I got a plan. It would be good if you guys were able to read over episode planning.
Got a plan.
I am going to go help Shimfo so I can expedite the module he's running for me. So I shall...
Storm Sharp.
No, you're fine. Stay here. Okay.
You want a bar fight?
As this, yeah.
No, not as an orc, you idiot. Why am I
I'm going
covered?
to the tavern right now.
I'm covered in blood. Not as an orc, please.
Too bad. I got so curious it made it all the way to the tavern and then I lost sentience.
Lost
Ron, can you
sentience.
hop up one? Copy.
Why am I slidden? I'm slidden. There we go.
That's a lot of Radad, man. Lot
That's
of
a
Radad
That's a
horses.
QRF force right
Lot of
there.
horse cocks.
I'm going to the dock. I'm gonna go to the fucking. I want to go to the
That's
tab.
the Imperial Ducks.
I'm gonna go to the docks and I'm gonna walk out of the docks. They can't stop me. None of them are.
Spawn at bathhouse.
I'm gonna
be
go
safe.
invisible and spawn at the docks. I want to start a bar fight. Weird. Another day, another time to get some ale. Need me a drink. Tired of fishing. I know.
This is a wanted thing. You can tear off a piece of this, you know, if you need to. Mm-hmm. I think it's a with that. That's a whole ass schematic for a crossbow. If anyone wants.
Hey, where are you going?
My apologies.
Is there nobody here to run this damn place? Fine, I will sit down. Take a seat and wait.
I'd like to see Erwin around, but oh well.
Erebus and Darth. Nick's talking to Kyler about the QRF, okay? Brunswick is gonna handle it.
God, I just let him know like 30 minutes, but I didn't say anything else.
Okay. Brunswick is handling it.
I hate being short.
You need help?
No, it's alright. I'll just wait until Gurbam gets back. Shoes.
Greetings.
Tickle devil. I was just calling for you. Can you get
You.
this thing up here?
Hmm.
I can't reach it.
Yes, yes, I suppose it is a benefit to have unusually large or long arms.
I don't know what that is. That's why I wanted you to get it.
I've heard, and it.
Oh, did Harry leave this up here?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, he does that. He likes to hide it up there for some reason.
I see. Also, you have a strange machine that is called a panini press or something like that. It's a box that you heat up and you put between two breads or naan, and you just squash it down. Porty bought it for you.
Porty. She. Did she buy it from Wainwright?
I don't know. She said it was like 5 silver.
Oh, as long as you didn't spend my silver. So what? It's just like you light the fire, press down, and what? It toasts it or something?
It toasts it in the press.
So we could make
Porty apparently
toasted...
tried it.
Huh. What would they think of next? Yeah, Interesting.
Isn't it?
Okay. Yeah,
I've never
well, I
seen
guess I
anything
can...
like it.
Well, I don't
No,
need
me
to.
neither.
Don't mean to bother you, but can I just get a mug of ale?
Yeah, sure. Huh. Well, with the amount of times that, what's his face, Tiberius and now Kylo are ordering, sandwiches, maybe we can use it for them or something.
It's really probably good.
I mean, I don't doubt that. Oh, alright. That reminds me. Gonna need to speak with you here in a second.
Oh, now we have to figure out how much they would cost. Would it be like a normal sandwich, or would they be more expensive?
No, I mean, yeah, thanks. It'd probably be more expensive because we're like taking the extra step to toast it, right? And it's like a fancy machine and all that. Or they add like extra 30, add like extra 10 on top of the meal, make it 30.
I think an extra 10 make it 30, yeah.
Right. Then again, I don't even know how long it's going to work. Right. You come with me, please.
You know what we should do is say a list of like ridiculous things that you have to go get, and just give him that and send him on his way. Like, yeah, good luck. It's pointless. No, we won't have, don't have enough time for that. Were you told anything regarding what we were going to be doing today? You, along with Ro, are going to be gathered with many of us. Us being surgeons, Ladia, Lord Tyler, and some other people, and we're going to be going to the refugee camp to try and reintegrate them into Nardis proper. We're not sending soldiers because we don't want to be
threatening. We're going, surgeons are going to try and give any medical aid should they need it to get them safely back. They're setting up a QRF just in case. The odds are that's being set up now. As soon as that is ready, we'll find you. Give or take within the next 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Have a good day.
I should take my headset off for a bit just so I can. Cause it's fucking sweaty under my. It's.
What did he do? The chicken almost made me blind twice. Blew and popped dye at me.
The hunter's camp where the forest itself.
I can understand the display. I went to medical school, Mr. Oshan. The alchemy students were always very prideful of their work. I've also had to deal with them when their experiments go wrong, so that's the only reason I'm making double sure.
throat hurts from fucking goblin screaming. Ugh.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me.
Goblin moment.
Certified goblin moment.
Break time.
Okay, everybody.
Drink water.
The rest of the NPCs.
Yes, that's what I'm about to do. I need to do that and use the bathroom real quick.
It's time for my union mandated break time.
Yeah, I'm gonna clock out for a sec, guys.
Go for a smoke break.
I gotta sit down. Ugh. This is not
It's
the
my
one I wanted.
mandated 30-minute break. I have to clock out.
You get 30-minute breaks?
Yeah, it's part of the labor laws.
Who is this, Sakura?
Okay. This is a very large module that we're gonna need to get set up.
On the road
So,
again.
I
just
need
can't wait.
3 volunteers for Kyler's QRF for his mounted riders,
Paladin's gotcha.
God riders.
Paladin's
Paladin
gotcha.
is 1. I need 2 more.
I can do it.
Oh,
I can't believe we just did
who's
that.
I can do it.
Awesome it.
Awesome, you are the second one. I need one last Rough Rider, one last QRF.
Are these guys going to die, or are we come in and clean up guys?
It's really You're riding with Kyler as escorts of this caravan mission.
Ah, gotcha. Cool. The old man will go with them. He's been trading.
Drasker, am I able to kill anyone?
Storm
Smile.
Shark, you just volunteered. You're going to be the third rider of Kyler's QRF. You're going to be a Radad soldier in yellow. Please get into the requisite avatar.
Okay, so we've got to be.
Understood.
We've
Is
gotta be
that
outer
gonna
guard.
get in the way of the Grey Orc?
Oh, yes, it would. Okay, you can't be that then, Storm.
Gotcha. Understood.
Okay, so we've got to be outer guards.
One
then.
really big ogre.
Erebus. Erebus,
Huh?
you are going to be one of Kyler's QRF.
Okay.
Okay.
I was one of the refugees. Is this like after they arrive?
Be a QRF
Or
the
while
entire
they're
mission.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you're gonna have one less refugee, just so you know.
It's alright.
Oh, good, I woke
we
up.
have some extra people. Okay,
How many carts do you want me to load up?
2. My QRF people, get ready. Brunswick should be bringing you to Kyler as Arnold.
Do you want us all in Erebus, or do you want us, or some of us in
I'm here.
Crossbowmen? You left. Do you want us to be? Do you want us to be what Erebus is, or do you want us to be crossbows?
What Erebus is.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Erebus,
Very
Awesome,
good.
Paladin. Make sure you guys all have lance. Make sure your faces can be seen. Make your characters distinctive. My 2 Grey Orcs step forward. Okay, everybody else clone the regular orc. Those of you that are going to be refugee camp civilians, please move over to my right. Please move over to my right if you're a refugee camp civilian. Yes, Storm Shark.
May I recommend a orc avatar, which is smaller than these guys, and you can turn them to green, and it's customizable.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna go with these ones
Okay.
for now. Okay. If you are defending camp, over to the right. What's up,
I'm
White
gonna
Feather?
be ending, but I need to rejoin because spawn isn't loading.
Okay, understood. I need people on the right. Okay, good. Crosspit and Sakura. Brewski, you should be on the right. You're a defender. You're defending the refugee camp. My orc's on the left. My orc's on the left.
Oh, you're left. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Okay, I don't think I see everybody here.
Rescue, don't forget to
I've
put your
been
name
abducted.
If you're who I think you are.
I changed it off. Yeah, I am.
Essence, get over to the right. Essence, get over to the right.
You're over there.
Come on, Dad.
Got a promotion.
We're going for shield.
Nice.
Essence, you're not gonna be in that Airlandy armor. You're gonna be an Airlandy veteran, like a peasant, that is gonna be fighting alongside
gotcha.
Brewski.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Oh, Josker, because Soma taught me base medical, should I be like trying to bandage someone up?
That's fine. You can do that.
Huh.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orcs in total. 3. I need 4 more green orcs. Kewen, are you here? Raysets, come to spawn.
I have a perfect model, actually.
Raysets is right there. He's at to the right, or to your
Yeah,
left.
he's taking his break.
Okay, Raysets, Kewen.
What's my combat level?
I think we're trained.
You're gonna be trained.
Very well.
Okay, I need.
I think the captain got me dying.
I will do what I must to protect my
Captain
daughter.
go. Oh, let me go turn off the mirror.
You're adopted, by the way.
Well, fuck you too.
Okay.
I said that because
Go get on
the difference in apparel.
Start at the keep right now. Make your way over to Kyler. Dark, I want you to start getting things moving. Start getting the carts loaded up with the player characters. My orcs, go ahead and take a seat, relax. Okay. What we're gonna be doing with the orcs is you guys are going to be setting up scenes along the way, along the path of the wagons. The closer that they get to the refugee camp, I want to see a couple of dead bodies of both Redads and orcs. So, Crassus, Dragon Legend, and Clock, you guys be Redad soldiers. You'll be dead and like covered in blood. Yes, Crassus.
I'll get into position.
No sleeping on the job, Sakura.
Okay.
Didn't have a question. I was just trying to listen.
Probably after this I'll get off. I have an early morning tomorrow.
Roman, I want you to be a green orc.
Take care.
Cop, clone off of Mudkipt or Crassus. If Kewen, Raysets, or Biggest Bear return, or when they return, I suppose, let's go ahead and get them to join the module as orcs, okay? Lennon, Ryan...
Oh, we're very outnumbered now.
Supposed to be.
This will be great.
Graz.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you aware
Kind of
that
fireworks
Coach
here.
is resting?
No, it's okay. Go wake him up.
He crashed. He's in his Steam.
Okay, call him on Discord.
For the dead Redods, we're yellow, yeah.
Prop myself up, I will.
Yes, dead Redots.
Or do you want us to be green?
If not, wait to see Miss Heidemann again. It's been for too long.
You have 2 swords.
Jasker, you're good to take those horses, by the way.
If I lose this one, I use this one. One-handed and two-handed.
I think the QRF is spawning them from the keep.
Yep, you're good to take them if you need them though. They're all fully healed and everything, so you're good. They're all out of eyesight. I just want to remind you. Thank you so much, Trasker. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, my friend.
You have nothing to apologize for.
Have a good
Rigo, I put my Irelandi's name in my social.
Yep, move to Kyler now.
Want to sit on your ass? Make yourself useful. Pick up a sword.
Why are you winking at me? I'm used to fighting orcs. The hell do you mean?
I don't know what that is.
What kind of mixed messages are you That's all this man does. He's the outrider. He's the captain of the outriders. It's his job to kill the orcs. To keep them off everyone's ass. That's what this man does.
Just an Irelandy form better.
Yoda hit the gym.
I'm supposed to sick moves, but I'm not going to play.
He's the border patrol. He was the during the war. He was in charge of the whole fucking border patrol, and then also he was looking after the orcs, making sure they were staying out of where they should be or should not be. All for that one right there. He didn't give 2 shits about the rubber baron. All he cared about was protecting that one.
Stop.
And now it's all come to a head.
What do you mean it's a week?
What makes you think you're... Oh, fuck!
Oh my god, you punched his head off.
What makes you think you're any different? RP doll.
Damn, you kind of double kill on that.
Where'd the sword go?
You killed both
Trigger.
of them.
The sword went all the way through him and impacted Sakura too.
I want to impale 2 people at the same time. That would be fun.
No, just John Wick me, just wring my head through it and just drag my neck.
Okay, perfect. I've got the QRF ready. Bargo School should be getting the carts ready. And we're all ready to get set up.
Okay, the surgeons are here to know a lot
What is your name? Because it's been implied this guy's been here for a little while.
Was Sarah part of this? Yes or no?
Say again?
No?
Okay.
What is this person's name, if you've come up with one?
Hera.
Hera.
They are a veteran soldier of Ireland.
Yeah, jet status.
They've dealt with a lot of shit. You fuck off. Oh, shh.
Eat your crossbow.
Probably tasted as good as Lisa did yesterday. Chomp chomp, woof woof.
Barfs up your crossbow.
I think getting hit in the nuts by anything would be hurt painful. Okay.
Well, that's the funny thing.
Oh yeah, it was funny as a goblin. I punched Maple in the nuts.
Don't? Oh yeah,
I
true.
almost killed Lorelei.
Still getting stabbed in the groin area would suck. Oh, what do you guys reproduce like fucking 40k orcs? You guys are just fungus?
No, like Lord of the Rings mostly. Like how we made like Lord of the Rings.
Oh no.
We came from the mud. Or descended by elves.
Storm, did you hear that? Orcs and QRF go to Scrum Scram module VC.
Thank you.
Bitch me, I know.
So all of this has finally come to a head.
A head?
Yes, come to a head.
You know what? Fuck it.
People underestimate grey orcs. There are terrible ones. They're like Ordikai from Lord of the Rings, but on steroids.
You fool.
You just don't kill them, though. Give them more bandages.
I don't think a bandage is fixing a board house to the side of the head. Personally.
That's about it.
The wound, pack the wound like in season 1.
Stab, like...
You do have a weak swing. That's why Mom left you.
Used to be an old warlord.
Wait, you're the other grey one?
Damn.
Oh.
No, I was looking for the other module. That's what
The
I was.
Ultra Instinct. I was not ready.
Oh, you're part of Shinko.
Pretty sure most of the people here
We need more gray orcs. We need more green orcs then.
Come at me. This is just a flesh wound.
Oh, I did find it.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Your legs are off. No, I won't do it. It's immoral.
This is the other one.
Come at me, you kidney. Wind up belly. Come at
So
me.
you can make them green. That's why I was.
There, you are vanquished.
Touche. Huh. Oh, tis but a flesh wound. Your mother. Pot-bellied.
There, now you have to Stop. Hey, what are you? Well, call it a draw. In your last moments, as you're bleeding out of your throat, fuck. No.
Really? Here? I almost am going to say that you should go populate the town for a little while until the moment that I need you. Not you orcs. I'm gonna need you guys like almost immediately. How many do I have? I've got 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, get over here so I can count you guys. Get over here so I can count you guys. Line up if you can. It would be very helpful. 1,
I'm going.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 2 less than I wanted, but that's all right.
Don't touch my potion. Go away.
You got a potion like stuck to you. I was trying to fix you.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't see it anymore, so I don't know where it went.
Oh fuck my leg! Oh, what did you do?
Oh my god, my tracking's all fucked.
Did you just pull it on my ass?
Are you using this Y-hander?
Yeah, I am. I have a short sword. For caution. Here, can you place that? I know. It drops. I gotta recalibrate.
Just remember that my weapon is a messer, not one of the shitty little baby swords.
Oh god. Your size.
Oh, god damn it!
God, I hope this is the right tracker I'm using.
It does not look like it. It looks like it's. Well, if that's the case, I will populate as Damien because he's in town right now.
I'm just gonna be Eve.
Huh?
Damien's the merch.
Okay, everybody, get ready to teleport on me now. Get ready to teleport on me. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet, but get ready to. As soon as you do, I want you to drop down the Scrim Scram module. Alright, teleport on me now. Teleport on me now.
Fuck. My fucking Zweihaunder's gone.
Shtick. Spawn another one.
Blood is set. And just in the nick of time.
Right.
I got the DMing on this, Shimfo.
Are you?
Shtick.
To get myself off Hobbit speed.
Shtick. I believe it's the fishing sphere. You want stick?
I'm probably gonna be dead.
You want stick?
I'm not gonna fight. Yeah, I'm not fighting at all. Either I'm gonna be already dead by the time they get here, or I'm gonna let one of the orcs grab me and murk me.
No, not my husband.
Invis. Follow Drasker. Set up. Go where you need to go, Drasker. Invis. Go, 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 go.
Name, quick.
Darth, if you can slow down just a smidge.
It's in their
One more
VR
time.
chat status.
Hera. It's in my VR chat status. Silverwood.
Teleport on Drasker now. Shimfo, if you can set up barriers right here. Barriers. Darth, slow it down. Slow it down, Darth.
Sir Hot? Doing best slowdown that I can. Kyler's just wanted to...
I know.
I know.
I can't. Second.
Sirrod. A little bit slower.
And if that doesn't work, just call me Nico.
Olive. Ambush.
He wouldn't mind just Nico.
That works.
Technically doing this out of the...
Exactly. Want to keep it slow.
You know what? That would make sense. Fuck it. It fell over. They pushed it down.
Hot mic, Darth.
Alright, Drasker, will that make sense?
Yep, we will. Okay. As soon as they move past you guys, you're all gonna get ready to teleport on me again, and the battle is going to begin.
If you want, I can be there, Drasker, so that way it's easier to teleport down to the town.
Yes, absolutely.
So that way you can DM to them.
It's gonna be a scene of chaos. You know what, Shimfo? Set up fire props. Fire and smoke props. Hurry.
Alright, I'm going.
Alright, thank you.
I will be covering your back.
Orcs are gonna have to be quick.
I'm in place. Drasker, go up. They're there.
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, DMs or NPCs. Invis as soon as they're out of sight. And then you're gonna teleport on Drasker and Shimfo. And it's gonna be okay, teleport on us. Teleport on us now.
Get over here.
Start the fighting. Brewski, you're gonna warn them that the orcs are coming. I want the orcs coming from the hills, from where Drasker is. Just start coming down from the hills. Start the fighting. The two gray orcs are going to command the fight. Give them good fights. I don't want you guys going down easy. I want you to be prolonged. Don't give
doing, my love? You have to run. You
Please,
have
I
to
need help.
run.
I'm not leaving you behind.
Run! Run! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Can you see to him, please?
Where are you heading? Huge gash. It's bleeding profusely. It's not safe here. You have to run.
I know it's sad, but I can't leave you all.
Rolling Marin. Marin, with your routine, you're able to find perches for your fear you choose.
We gotta get you into the wagons.
He's injured. The bandage shit, but it's still really bad.
Grabs the blade, surgeon, and pulls you in closer. He goes to bring the blade down on you, rolling. But with a 19, you're saved by one of the refugees, beating them with a stick, and it distracts them just enough for you to get out of the way of the blade. As it comes down, they pull your sword out, and you are disarmed. You are disarmed, surgeon.
Mace.
Save her. Save my I can't move. I can't.
You stay there.
Pause. Sport.
Pause. From behind.
Resume.
Kyler, as you approach this gray orc, he goes to grab your S-stock with his free hand, this gray orc. And as he pulls you in, he will eventually throw you up in the air and catch you by your neck and send you flying back towards the carts through the air, and you will land, the wind knocked out of you. Unpause.
We need to evacuate right now! Get yourself to the wagons. Get them out of here!
Don't get him by his stomach. Pain, my bandage shit, but it's still bleeding really bad.
Right here.
Behind you! Behind you!
Pause.
You watch as Mirren, you try to take a dodge and weave out of the way as the mass of the shield comes reeling towards you. You see what's coming. Your skills that you've gained through your years of training, the life you've lived, you see it moving slowly by the second closer and closer. And there's no way to move left and right leads to your ally, and back is merely an edge. You throw your body in the air, Mirren, in the last second, just fortunately with a 13, planting your feet on the shield and throwing yourself back, unrealizing the amount of force behind it, and you are sent in the air, but luckily with no injuries. On pause.
I'm not
Take
down!
the hit.
No! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
Around! Around! We can go around! Come on!
Come on there!
Come on, we can go this way!
You tried to go blow to blow with this thing, Marin, and it's too much. Marin just
down!
barely with a 19, you dodge out of the way. Holding your own.
What else, Lorelai?
Merritt, as you stand here, Lorelai, you have a decision to make. Either step out of the way and let the one behind you die, or live.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Understood. Then Lorelai, with a 15 for +3 of your armor, for an 8, you feel the weight of this axe come in, dig deep into your shoulder, and you feel the bones crack, and you crash against her, and the weight almost knocking her unconscious. Major injury.
Oh.
Rolling, Marin. As you try to come and block it, you were able to do so, Marin, stopping him from killing you. Killing the peasant, but you feel the weight of him crushing you.
Come on, come on, 2 wagons!
Come on! Get to the carts! Come on, load up!
Oh, please.
I've got him! Move back! Move back! You're not helping! Move back!
Alright. Just... please save him.
He has already been treated. He's already bandaged. It was a critical, so I just have to wait for what a DM says.
Looks like he's got a bandage. He's still bleeding a little, but as long as he doesn't move, he should be fine.
Alright.
Stay there. Don't move.
Lorelai has me. 5.
Oh no, the cart is moving. Where's that? Cart is going away. Wait, try and fix this. Whoa. What? Nope, not that button. Fix the cart.
Push for the carts, push for the carts.
They seem alright.
The cart.
They've been treated.
I had to fix it. It was sliding.
Oh. I forgot to do that.
Oh, is it distinct for you? Because I see the cart right here.
Yeah, the cart's right
Yeah,
here.
Pass the players and NPCs if you need to, orcs. Go for the carts. NPCs will be driven back.
Oh,
All of
look.
you. It is becoming desperate. NPCs is becoming desperate. Paladin, you're gonna go down in this charge. You're gonna be cut down. You're gonna be cut down automatically. You're gonna come back as Nord.
It's no.
You gotta be holding break when you get out of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do this first.
Throws you into the cart. Grey Orc sword across you. Go! Get on now! Driver! Ready on him in. Saddle up! Move! Pause!
Pause.
Pause. As this cart begins moving, all of you can see in the distance, behind you, one of the Grey Orcs has lifted one of the white horses alive, and as it rings it over its head, it throws it at you, Ro, and it crashes into this wagon, knocking it almost off course, almost to the side, Ladia, as the horse wins and dies as it lands against the ground. Unpause. I'm gonna need an injury roll for that. For the natural 20, guardsman, you're alive. You don't know how. You watch as the Grey Orc rips this woman from the